study from home, may mag-work sa atin. Extra study talaga tayo anyway, and here naman to assist you. Let's start with chapter 15. Yan, PAS 20, the government grant. First, let's see our objectives. Letter A, to define government grant, meaning what is all about. Then number 2, to know the recognition of government grant. Kailan natin siya i-recognize? In accounting, kailangan alam natin yung measurement basis plus the assurance. Number 3, identify the classification. Is it asset related or income related? The next one, proper accounting treatment. Journal entries and the financial statement presentation. And the last one, distinguish government grant from government assistance. Yung dalawa kasi na yan magkaiba, no? So, we will see the difference later on. First, let us define the government grant. Nawawala. Yan. Government grant. Assistance by the government in the form of transfer of resources to an entity in return for past or future compliance with certain conditions relating to the operating activities of the entity. In this one, actually, tulong ito from the government that yung tulong na yun can be measured reliably, and of course, mayroon siyang corresponding condition. Example, binigyan tayo ng lupa, o kaya let's say tayo yung company, no? Para itayo yung isang factory. Ngayon, yung pagtatayo ng factory na yun, mayroong kaakibat na kondisyon. Sabihin na natin 50% of the workers na magtatrabaho doon sa factory na yun ay dapat residente nung factory. So, yun ang condition. Now, let's see doon sa recognition. Recognition naman, kung kailan natin siya i-record. Siyempre, in accounting, may mga sinusunod tayong policy na dapat tingnan. Let's see yung degree ng assurance. Dapat most likely siya o kaya naman ay sigurado tayo na mayroong government grant talaga. So, sabi dito, there is a reasonable assurance that the entity will comply with the conditions attaching to the grant. Yan. Example, yung ating compliance o compliance ng kumpanya with the hiring. Then, the number 2, the grant will be received. Siyempre, assurance din na marireceive natin yung grant from the government. Let's say may mga contract, ayan, o kaya naman ay any proof na siguradong mayroong government grant. The next one, the classification. Dalawa ang classification natin. Yung isa, grant related to asset, at yung isa naman ay grant related to income. Sabi natin, grant related to asset, ang primary condition niya ay yung pag-purchase o pag-construct ng isang long-term asset. Pagkatapos yung grant related to income naman, syempre, pag hindi natin na-classify as related to asset, it will be under related to income. And the next one is the accounting treatment. Sabi dito, government grant shall be recognized as income on a systematic basis over a periods in which an entity recognizes as expenses the related costs for which the grant is intended to compensate. Meaning, pag nag-recognize ka ng expenses, the entity, magre-record ka rin ng income in proportion to the expenses na ni-record. Ganyan siya, parang matching ng revenue at saka expenses. So, example, let's see yung example na pinipare ko. Ayan. An entity received a grant of 5 million from the government for the construction of laboratory facility with an estimated cost of 6 million and useful life of 10 years. Una, we have to do the journal entries. Of course, pag na-receive mo yung government grant, you debit cash, and then you credit the deferred government grant. And then after that, the asset na ipopurchase mo, which is the asset na ipopurchase or i-construct, which is the building in these problems. in the amount of 6 million, and then credit cash or any related account for them to credit 6 million. And after that, at the end of the accounting period, of course, we have to record the depreciation. Yung depreciation natin, magbe-base tayo doon sa estimated number of life ng assets. At saka, we will use the straight line. But we can use other depreciation method like diminishing balance and other method pa na pwedeng gamitin. So, in this case, straight line tayo. So, yung ating assets, ang estimated life niya ay 10 years. So, 6 million divided by 10 years, meron tayong 600,000 depreciation for 1 year, which is our debit and credit to accumulated depreciation for 600,000. And after that, magre-record din tayo. Since na-record na natin yung expenses, we will now record the income, the grant income. Diba sabi natin sa accounting treatment, dapat on a systematic basis tayo. Na pag nag-record tayo ng expenses, we also record the corresponding income. So, in this case, debit natin deferred government grant, i-credit siya dati, but this time, since magre-record na tayo ng income, i-debit natin siya for the, this time, 500,000. Nanggaling siya doon sa kung magkano yung grant na 5 million divided by the estimated life of 10 years. So, 500,000 yun. And then, we credit grant income. Recognize na natin yung income ng 500,000. Then, ano ba yung next one? Okay na. Okay, so, let's see naman yung financial statement presentation. We're done with the entries, yung basic entry na dapat nating malaman. Okay pala, I forgot pala, pagka non-depreciable, yung ating grant na na-receive, like for example, land yung na-receive natin, yung basis natin ng depreciation, ang gagamitin natin is kung ano ba yung itatayo din sa land na yun. Let's say, ang tatayo ay building din. Magiging basis natin ng pag-amortize ng grant ay yung estimated life ng building. Okay. And then now, the financial statement presentation. Government grant related to assets shall be presented in financial position either as a deferred income or by deducting the grant in arriving the carrying amount of the asset. Ganito lang yun, anak. Yung una, as deferred income, yung ating yung una kong pinresent kanina. If you will notice, ina-allocate din natin yung deferred grant income depende doon sa number of years. So, meron tayong deferred government grant, pagkatapos meron din tayong grant income. Yan yung una